What's going on, everybody? We had a lower body weight only workout for y'all today. It's going to be 9 exercises. Each round is a minute at a pop. We'll show modifications for things, so if you're not necessarily how to do it, I would guess the entire thing will take about 15 minutes. Best way to handle this is just follow along with us. Take breaks whenever you need to. If you need to pause the video and take a breather, you can definitely do that as well. I think everything is pretty self-explanatory when we get there, but we'll see, and if we have to take a little bit of time to explain stuff, we should be good to go. Only thing you're gonna need, you don't need a fancy little yoga mat, you just need some space. I suggest a towel if you're predisposed to sweating a lot like me. She doesn't necessarily need one. And our water. I'll keep track of the times and everything else, and all you have to do is follow along. So first thing you need to do is find your spot, and we're gonna warm up with some bodyweight squats for 1 minute. You ready? I'm ready. 3, 2, 1. All right, let's go. So whatever foot position is comfortable for you is fine. I like a little bit wider than shoulder width with my toes turned out just a smidge. It's honestly whatever is most comfortable for you. We're not keeping track of our reps, we're just moving the entire time. You want to work the full range of motion that's comfortable for you. So if your squat range of motion right now is here and that's where it's comfortable, that's where you should work it. If you watch Melissa, she has a very, very low squat. So for her range of motion is basically heels to her butt, which is nice and low. There's no right or wrong answer. The only thing you want to think about is pushing your hips back and keeping your heels, the back of your foot down. We are 10 seconds remaining. After this, we're going to do jump rope pantomime. If you have a real jump rope, you could use it though. One more. And time. All right. Make sure your zone is clear. And all you're doing is jump and rope. We obviously don't have a jump rope, so we're just going to jump in place and kind of move around, do a little bit of footwork if you want to. 1 minute. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. 1 minute. It's also real hot in here.
Yes.
We should have turned the air on. It's pretty toasty. I feel like I'm ready to sweat it out already, and it's like 10 seconds into the second round. As long as you're moving on this, I'm happy. If it's been a long time since you've jumped, you can always go one side to the other, as long as you're moving. You can move your hands a little bit like Melissa if you want to, or you can just kind of keep them in place. It doesn't matter. Jump and rope. 32 seconds in of a minute. After this, we're going to do a round of plank, and I'll give you 2 choices on how to do that. Make sure you're breathing. I'm watching the time. We are 48 seconds in. Uh-oh.
Yep, I'm pretending.
Hardcore jump rope action.
Yep.
3, 2, 1, and time. All right. So we're going to do our plank. You can either do hands and toes, which is going to be a little easier. You can do forearms and toes, which is going to be a little more difficult, or you can do forearms or hands on knees, which is going to be the most simple. Make sure if you're doing forearms, have like a towel or something for your arms, because if not, they'll get a little bit chewed up. 1 minute. You're going to do hands or forearms?
Forearms.
Then I'll do hands. 3, 2, 1. All right, you got it. 1 minute. I'll move this over here. Maybe I'll put it over here. For 1 minute, like I said, you don't necessarily need a mat for this part. It's nice to have it if you're doing forearms. Something you want to think about on this, regardless if you're on knees or toes, is really push your shoulders up towards the ceiling. You don't want to be like sinking down like a bridge. How's it going over there?
Pretty good.
We are 30 seconds in. Breathe it out. Abs nice and tight. You're pulling your abs into your belly button. You're pushing your upper back up towards the ceiling. And you're breathing. That's very important. I love breathing.
It's good.
I'm a pretty big fan. 15 seconds to go. And after this, we're going to be standing back up, and we're going to hit a set of lunges. 3, 2, counting nice and slow. 1, and time. Awesome. All right, you're back up. So we're going to do lunges on both sides. Make sure that you've got a nice long stance. That knee stays behind the toe. Down and up. You don't have to take your knee to the floor, just whatever range of motion feels comfortable for you. And we're going to go down and up. 30 seconds per side. We're gonna have our left leg forward at first. 3, 2, 1, you got it. And don't fall down. If it's been a really, really long time since you've ever done lunges before, good idea to have a wall near you, either side, to kind of stabilize yourself so you don't fall over. You could also use like a stick if you got one, a broom, lightsaber. There's a lot of good stuff that we have here that we can use. I don't know what you have at your house. Let's do 2 more and then switch sides. Nice, switch sides. Right into it, no break. Another 30. After this, we're gonna do a round of high knees, and then we have another round of abs. Easy, I saw it. 15 seconds to go. 10 seconds. If I could will with my mind to turn the air on, I would do it.
It's a little toasty.
It's hot in here.
Yep.
3, 2, 1, and time. Find your spot. You have 2 choices. You can walk out your high knees, or you can just bang them out. As long as you're moving for the 1 minute, I'm happy. 3, 2, 1, let's go. 1 minute. And then after this, we have another set of abs. I like high knees.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. High knees and then abs. So essentially we're doing our legs, we're doing a little cardio break, and then we're doing abs. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then all done. We are 38 seconds in to our high knee round. Like I said, if you need to, whew, man, this is hard. Just get those knees up there. Everyone works at their own pace, their own level. Five seconds. 3, 2, 1, and time. Grab a spot on the floor. If you have a towel or a mat or a nice thick rug for your back, that would be ideal. And we're gonna flutter kick it out. What do those look like? A little something like this. Hands underneath your booty. Nice straight legs. Meet at the top, and you're gonna flutter kick it out. If those are super hard for you, knees bent, just a little bit of movement. If even that, you're like, this is gnarly. Just focus on keeping your legs up off the floor. 1 minute. 3, 2, 1. You got it. 1 minute. If you're like, this is the easiest thing I've ever done in my whole life, hands behind your head, push that lower back down to the floor, abs tight, straight legs. You can have your head up or down, whatever feels comfortable, but think about keeping your abs super, super tight. And breathe. Think about keeping those legs as straight as possible. I like to point my toes like a gymnast, but you don't have to. That helps me to kind of keep my legs a little bit straighter. You are 40 seconds in. Then we have 3 more rounds to go. 10 seconds to go. 7, 6, my count. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. You're back up. All right. So now we're going to combine our first 2 leg exercises we did. We're going to do an alternating lunge, so you step back, hit a squat. Step back with the other side, hit a squat. Lunge, squat, lunge, squat, lunge, squat. 1 minute, 60 seconds. 3, 2, 1, you got it. Here we go. You can start whichever leg you want, as long as you finish on the same one, ideally. Remember, step way back on your lunges, because you always want to keep that back knee behind the toe. Pretty much anytime you're doing leg stuff, your heels should always be down unless you're specifically working something that it's not going to be. And generally that would be something like calves or a little more stretched out motion. But yeah, it's almost always heels down. You want all that weight in there. You see, we put our arms out when we squat. That helps us to be able to push our butt back when we squat to keep those heels down like I was talking about. 48 seconds. I'm gonna do one lunge, one squat, one lunge, and then I'm done. Finish up your last one, and time. All right. You're gonna go to whatever range of motion is comfortable for you. So on my squat, this is where I'm comfortable. That's where I'm gonna go to. If your squat ends here or here or here, wherever it is, I want you to get to that full range of motion, and we're gonna try to hold it for 1 minute. If you need to stand up and be like, ooh, my legs are burning, take a break. If not, just get down into your full range of motion. We'll just hang out there for 1 minute. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Did I say it's hot in here already?
Yes.
It is. I didn't think it was that hot, and then we started working out, and now I'm all toasty. Shoulders back, chest up, hands wherever they're comfortable. The only thing I want you to really try to avoid is this, you know. And also, again, for a lot of y'all, you can probably get all the way down if you lift your heels up. But you want, get that thing down. There's a lot of additional flexibility components that are required when you get those heels down. 32 seconds in. You don't have to jump around like that, but you can if you want to. After this, we have one more round of abs, and then you made it all the way through. 15 seconds. How's it going?
Good.
Also me. 10 seconds. 5, shoulders back, chest up. 3, 2, 1, and time. Awesome. All right, grab a spot on the floor. Last set of abs. So, heel touches, one of my favorites. Flat on your back. Legs down, not way, way up. You're just kind of letting them hang out there. You're going to raise your head and your shoulders up, and you're going to reach side to side nice and slow with your arms. Try to hit your obliques. This is the side, so you're twisting like this. You're not just going, because that's weird. I don't know what that is. If you need to put your head down, oh my gosh, take a break, do it, but then return back to this shoulders and head up. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
3, 2, 1. All right, let's get it. 1 minute. Side to side. Another modification you can do if this irritates your neck, and you'll probably know in about 20 seconds, maybe even less. Hands behind the head like Melissa's doing, and still work through your motion. It's just going to give you a little bit of support on your head and neck. Make sure though that you're just putting a little bit of support on there. You don't want to have your hands ripping your head up. Just that little bit of support will help a lot of people. And we are 30 seconds in. $20 seconds to go. 15 seconds. Keep it going, shoulders up, abs tight. 10 seconds to go. 9. I'll count them out. 8, 7, almost done. 6, 5, abs tight. 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. Amazing work. You can just hang out right there, Melissa. You guys did a great job. We did some body weight legs. We got super, super, super sweaty because it's like an inferno in here, which we didn't recognize before we started it. This is a perfect time to stop the video, take a break, get a drink, go back through a second time if you would like to, or you got your workout done for the day. They're both good. You guys did an amazing job. Have a great day, and hopefully I will see you all here tomorrow for the upper body.